Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for July the 16th through to the 31st. So moving from your beautiful fellow sister water sign Cancer into the fire of Leo. And what I get for this Scorpio is that you're going to be reaching new heights. That I get this sense of you reaching up really high and higher than perhaps you have with something before. So it's I get the feeling that something's been kind of emotionally brewing in a good way in the Cancer season. You've been sitting with something about how you've been feeling about something. And when it gets into Leo season, it's like, right, I'm going to do it. You get the fire, the motivation. And so it's slowly building confidence deep within. So let's see. We've got 3 of Acorns, foresight and exploration. I love this little giraffe. So this is the equivalent of the 3 of Wands, which is very much around wanting some really positive results. It's why you're trying to reach new heights. And I love that you're the giraffe here because it's a sense of you're elevating, quite literally, the ambition, the choice, the level that you want to reach for something, but also the perspective that you've got in order to see a few steps further ahead and go, I see that up ahead. So now I know whether to avoid that or work around that, or maybe I can go for that because that looks really good. So this is a really lovely energy of exploring new terrain and new heights, which is really fantastic. I love how we had the giraffe because, it's obviously a very tall animal. We've also got, speaking of heights, the kangaroo, 2 of crystals, balance and adaptability. And this is where you're reaching new goals, stepping out into new terrain. And it's like every time it does require this kind of mutability to be able to change and adapt to when, you're stepping into new terrain. So you might not necessarily know what this looks like, but whenever you have the foresight to be able to see something up ahead and go, right, I'm going to leapfrog over that or I'm going to jump towards that. So there's this flexibility that's coming through with this, which is really working for you. So yeah, I feel like you're working through new goals, new terrains and reaching new heights, which is really fantastic. So it's a really good energy to come through. Now, I've just dropped a card for you, Scorpio. Okay, so we have Wand Prince, Sagittarius, Chariot, and Wand 2, Mars, Aries. So this is where you're like, boom, you're going for something. Quite literally, you're using the fire in a really positive way because it feels good. It feels right. So the 2 of Wands is very much an initiating, taking action, taking those first steps. You've got 2 2s here. So it's all two 2s, a 3, and a page, which is the Wand Prince. So this is all very early stages. It's all very new. Things are just taking off and it feels really good. So the 1 2 is where you take a new path opens and you're potentially taking action. So what I'm getting is this, with this and the 2 of crystals, is this might not just be one path that's opening, that you're going along this journey. And as you're going, you might meet quite a few different Y bends when suddenly it's like, oh, which way do I go? And this is where it's like you're making a lot of decisions. And that's why it's great that you kind of exploring new terrain, but you're actually being able to be adaptable, because it's like I thought this was a straight line and suddenly it's gone into a Y bend, which is really interesting. So I feel like this is actually good because it's like a little bit of a choose your own adventure. Like you've got multiple options and multiple paths are opening from something, which is actually really great. And we've got the Wand Prince, Sagittarius, Chariot, which this is about setting a new goal that further down the line that could bring some expansion to your world and bring a positive shift and change. It does say that there's some sort of element of adventure and excitement that comes with this as well. So could definitely be a great time. Look at this, the 3 of Wands came out for you. So this is the equivalent of the 3 of Acorns. So this is a really important card for you. And the 3 of Wands is about, it is the young emperor energy that's coming through. So it's like you've got this future vision. You are bossing up, you are the emperor, but you're realizing that something's at that 3, not at the 10 at this moment in time. And so you're waiting for your ships to come in with something, waiting for those positive results. And what I'm actually being told, it's not a matter of waiting around, it's a matter of go get them, going and getting them. So This feels really fantastic. So Scorpio, this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. I always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because they give you a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Scorpio. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. So it feels like, a lot of new ventures that are exciting, crossed by the Nine of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. So you're wanting some growth. It's challenge and growth. You're challenging yourself and, being really adaptable here, which is fantastic. The Four of Cups, you've been bored, but it won't be for long. Oh, here you are, the Emperor. Okay, we were talking about this. You're the young Emperor, and then boom, you're the Emperor. Wow. And I like this. It's got the Mars energy, which is also your ruler. It's coming in as more of like a fire energy, which is why it's kind of about initiating action. The Ten of Wands, the Five of Cups, you're willing to work hard at this. The Hermit, you might need a break, need to take some breaks. So I feel like you are going to be busy and working. And, you bet you're going to be happy as well with the Ten of Cups. We love this. And I'm just, I got told to pull one more card, and look who came out, the Empress. My goodness. Wow, expect a great outcome. And look here you are, the King of Cups. You are the mastermind of this. You're the architect of what's going on here, the navigator of the ship. And look, you're going to be really pleased with yourself with these results. The King of Cups is the card of Scorpio. So, this is you bossing up big time, which is fantastic. So I love this. The Three of Acorns. Here you are, young Emperor. And it's not gender specific. Emperor just represents your authority, stepping into your authority, wanting to make something a concrete success. There's a lot of determination here. So with a lot of the fire energy, it does represent passion. The fact that we've got the Empress coming out at the end, the Empress rules love and money. The Emperor is often, you got the Emperor and the Empress, like fantastic. There couldn't be a better outcome with both of them, and the Ten of Cups, like, wow, Scorpio, this is amazing. So whatever it is that you're initiating here, and the wands can be a lot to do with your career, creativity, anything around that work, but it doesn't have to necessarily be that, because it can be around relationships as well, cycles around relationships, but it really is what's motivating you at this time, what your sort of new goals you want to be setting, what's alighting you, what your passions are that have risen up from the deep. So I love it. The Three of Wands, you've tried a few things out. This is the thing, is there's multiple paths. It's not just one ship. You've put a few different ships out going down different pathways and waiting for them to come in. So I kind of get multiple, like it can be those funnels kind of energy, multiple streams coming in, or potentials for streams to be coming back, income streams or money funnels or sales funnels, or however you want to present it, like multiple options. You definitely like going right. And then crossed by the Nine of Cups, which is interesting, because at this point, I think it's like I'm testing and trying, but I'm not sure whether this is going to be deeply fulfilling for me yet. Things haven't quite lined up for me yet. I will say yet, because I can see that they will. So, the Nine of Cups is where you're feeling pretty happy and pleased with yourself with all the work that you put in, and things start lining up. And I can see you putting the work in here, especially with Mars in here, your traditional ruler, planetary ruler. So you're using it. The Five of Pentacles in your conscious mind, this is what you are wanting to get away from. These are the Five of Pentacles are things that just are no longer resonating for you. It could be where there's a feeling like something has really been lacking. So I think you're just taking this on. And the Five of Pentacles can be where you felt rejected, or where you feel like you don't belong anywhere anymore. It can be worries about financial situation, worries about not having enough. So it's like, boom, I'm taking this on. And it could be a lot to do with money, actually. But the Seven of Pentacles, because this is what you've got deep down happening, which is a Taurian energy. It's actually your opposite sign energy. And it's a nice balance with this next to the King of Cups, the Taurus next to the King of Cups. But you're coming in a little bit stronger. So this is the Seven of Pentacles, which is that you're planting seeds for growth. You're like, I don't want this Five of Pentacles. I don't want that. That doesn't look very good to me. It doesn't look like there's enough here, or I'm worried about not having enough. So I'm going to have the foresight, Mr. Giraffe, or Mrs. Giraffe or Ms. whatever giraffe you want to be, I have the foresight to leap over this issue here with the Five of Pentacles and go, nope, I don't want that. I can see that could be something that could be, one of the paths could lead down that way, or maybe it's something you're facing right now. You're like, no. And so you're like, right, I'm going to be really clever about this. I'm going to plant my seed and want to see it grow. So this is deep down. This is the thing that I think that you've been sitting with emotionally, like it's just been there within you going, contemplating, quite receptive to what's ground down into a reality here and how you're feeling about it. Like what do you want to do next? You might be getting a very, very strong message, like I need to be doing this. And so listen to that message, because that message, that I feel like it's quite an intuitive message coming through, will be the thing that if you've set the intention and said, okay, I want to bring in this growth, I want to bring this in and have more of what's lacking, especially if it's to do with prosperity and finances, just let it sit with you. It's kind of like you let that idea, that seed marinate inside of you, and then you trust your own internal wisdom. And you trust your wisdom that when the time is right, it will give you the message to say, this is what you need to be doing. So that's where you're kind of you're sitting with it, contemplating something. There's some deep contemplation about how much effort, time, money that you want to put into something. You might be wanting to shift and change your schedule around to accommodate this as well. In the recent past, you got the Four of Cups. Something's been on offer that you haven't really wanted emotionally. You're just a bit like, blah, bored, disillusioned, not feeling like I'm wanting more. Something feels really lacking. So yeah, really listen to that area that felt like that, because this is where you're activating a really positive change. But boom, look what comes in the near future. Here you are bossing up the Emperor. You're like, yep, okay. I started off as the young Emperor, but now that this energy has really, like this seed that has built into a reality inside of me, I feel more empowered with this. I'm feeling like the Emperor. I'm feeling like, yeah, this is going to be successful because of that deep receptive feeling that has ground into a reality. So you're bossing up here with the Emperor energy. If this is not you, you're having conversations with people who are like bosses, boss energies, authorities, powerful people, powerful energies. This can be laws, regulations, things like that, if you have to deal with all that sort of stuff. But it feels really positive, the fact that, you kind of got a handle on what you're doing here. So you're presenting as the Ten of Wands, which is interesting because the Ten of Wands represents burdens, like you're wanting to relieve yourself of something that's been quite burdensome, heavy even. Maybe I kind of get two messages with this, that maybe you've been working too hard and for little results and gains, not as much as you wanted for something. And it's kind of like, I think I'm ready to take a new path now, which is what I see you doing. It's a bit of a pivot kind of energy, which is good. The other thing with this Ten of Wands is that I kind of get also, and this is fantastic that you're reaching the new heights with the Emperor and the Empress, like boom, that's amazing. But anyway, I digress. I'm kind of getting with this is that you're willing to do what it takes. You're willing to put in the effort, the time. So you might be working extra hours to get this thing done, to really kind of go, right, I'm going to make this successful. So it's this sheer determination and willpower that comes in around this. It's like, yeah, stand out of my way. I'm making this successful. So energy around you is the Five of Cups. So this and the Four of Cups is emotionally like there's been something that has been a bit disappointing, there's some emotions that have been stuck in the past. You may be mourning some losses or something that occurred here, even financially. There were things that occurred that weren't great, or even emotionally, but it's kind of like, yeah, something didn't quite work out how you wanted it to, or that it could have actually been something quite deep that hurt you. You were deeply hurt by something. But the good news is with the Five of Cups is it is around saying don't stay in that energy of disappointment or regret or sadness for too long, because it's finding the bridge to the present and seeing what it is that you can build upon here. And you've got two cups to build upon, and those two cups represent the emotions that you are kind of connecting to. And I get those 2 cups represent the Emperor and the Empress. So this is not just any old 2 cups. When you turn around, you're like, oh, okay, this is possibly the most 2 valuable cups that for whatever reason I haven't been seeing it, because I've been kind of my focus has been absorbed in a different energy that hasn't been making me feel good. And then there's this opportunity in front of me that I'm like, oh, okay, now I see it. So this is great. And so this is where you're seeing it. Quite literally, the Hermit energy is hopes and fears. And this is where it is around seeing something, connecting to your divine wisdom. It can be around, taking some time out and getting those answers that you seek in that soul-searching energy with the Hermit energy. And it's kind of interesting for some of you that have felt the Hermit can sometimes feel a little bit alone. It can be feelings of isolation as well with the Hermit energy. But there's a very, very powerful partnership here with the Emperor and the Empress. There is that can represent your parents. It can represent a relationship. It's an equal partnership that's coming in here. So it doesn't have to be romantic, but it's like both of you are stepping up to the plate here. So this is the 2 cups that are here. So there's a lot of support from these energies. You're both they're very powerful energies that are bringing you support and happiness. So the Hermit energy, you're definitely making some wise decisions and choices here, and you've definitely been able to see the path ahead, see clearly in the darkness, or what might feel like the darkness, because there is a little bit of funky energy, some conflict here that you're managing to overcome, which is really great. And we do have as an outcome, look at that. You can't get much of a better outcome plus the Emperor. Seriously, Scorpio, this is one of the best readings to get. Absolutely amazing to get this coming through. So, this is, if you're in a relationship, look how happy it is, the Emperor and the Empress and the 10 of Cups. So this is a really great energy around that. But it also is just your divine feminine, your divine masculine coming together, bringing you the utmost success, and you're going to be happy with this. So the Empress represents abundance and fertility, and you're reaping the harvest of the work that you've put in. So I feel like you have and it's you have had to be very adaptable with this, which might not necessarily have been particularly comfortable, but you've done what was needed, which was fantastic. And so this is a fantastic, excellent outcome for both love and money coming in with the 10 of Cups and the Empress. And it's all because of the way you've managed the situation. This is you, the King of Cups. It's all about you, coming back to you, those feelings that you've sat with deeply, because the King of Cups is a Scorpio energy. But the King of Cups is also the card of managing. You've managed a situation really, really well to have a really fantastic outcome here, where there seems to be a coming together, a harmony, a bringing together of energies rather than a kind of breaking apart energy. So that's actually, really successful and wonderful outcome to come through here. So any kind of new goals or new paths that you're going down and adapting to and wanting to bring this positive change in is going to be, I think, a very successful energy at this time. So you're the boss here, you and the Emperor. This is you, the boss. It's not gender specific, it's just boss energy. So bossing up. Wow, amazing. It's really amazing reading, Scorpio. I'm very excited for you. And I do think it's a focused energy. Focus and ambition are things that are coming through with this as well. So I'm going to pull you an affirmation card. Oh, okay, that one just completely popped out. It says, freedom is my divine right. I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. Fantastic. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. Wow. And this is what I feel like. There's this amazing alignment that is interestingly, it's interesting because they keep saying it's divergent paths, which is bringing you into alignment, which would feel like the opposite should be the case, but they're actually saying it's bringing you and this divine feminine, divine masculine into alignment, which could be you and another person, you and the path of success. So there's a matter of trusting the paths that you're being led down at this moment in time and trusting how you feel deeply around that. So, wow, freedom. That's fantastic. It really is a fantastic energy to come through. So let's see. And I feel like you are like becoming all that you're meant to be. You're seeing what a powerful person, you're connecting to your power here, which is really fantastic. And we have the beautiful cat, And this cat always looks like it's either meowing or saying, feed me. Feed me, feed me, feed me. And it's kind of interesting because I think it is very much, thinking about you as a fixed water sign, very deep energy. That water needs to be, those deep emotions, these deep feelings need to be fed to be feeling good. So how are you feeding your soul? How are you feeding those senses, those feelings of deep fulfillment? And so that's kind of what I'm getting with the cat, but I'm also getting this sense with the cat is that cats make their own rules, and that's what you're doing with the Emperor. They're very independent. They do things their own way, and the cats do represent soul energies as well. So it's connecting back to a very authentic soul energy of yours, your own true divine power. But you actually, it's not so much like we've had a few readings of you late where it's more like you've been connecting to shamanic energy and it's been like a spiritual awakening and a spiritual energy. This is more something, and I think this is what I'm just being told now, is that happened in the spiritual energetic plane. This has already happened, and now you're seeing the alignment in your 3D world. Okay, so because the Emperor and the Empress, they live in this world, they're very grounded, they make things happen. This is not up there in the spirit world. So they're saying that alignment has already occurred, if it has already occurred for you. And so now you're seeing these positive results. Sometimes that does happen, things happen up there in that world. And then it's like, that's why sometimes it's like you get the messages to trust this fairly intangible feeling. And then you'll see when it comes and grounds down into a reality, it connects with your body, your physical body, the cells in your body, your 3D reality, then you start seeing the results. But at the time, you're kind of getting this weird message to trust it, and now you're starting to see the results of it. So, yeah, fantastic, really fantastic energy to come through for you, Scorpio. So I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. My goodness, boom, the Emperor and Empress have come in. So a very, very successful result has come through for you, which is fantastic. Where are we going? Because I do feel like it's been this is almost like a big win that comes through, because it's gone from the 3 to the Emperor and the Empress and the 10. It didn't go the normal like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It kind of just made a big leap into something really successful. So like I said, it's like not zero, you're more like at 20 or 30, and then it went to like 100. So it's like, how did that happen? But yeah, I feel like it is happening here, and we're going to see where it goes from there in the extended reading, because see what other energies are coming in with this. Let's look further into the future, what opportunities, what people are coming in. And also we're going to ask about how you work with this energy, how to get the full potential of the energy coming through, because this is very successful energy. And even though it kind of feels like you needed to have done some work beforehand to get this, it's like there's a process to this energy. Well, all energy is potential, so really this is like amazing energy to tap into. So we're going to ask what sort of things you could be doing, what sort of insights, what's the best way to work with this energy to get the full potential, because you want to get that result with the Empress and the Emperor. Like, it's such a fantastic result. So all of that, any other intuitive messages and clarifiers, we're going to look at all of that in the extended reading. So the link for that will be in the description box below. And I usually pin the link to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, Scorpio, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.